You take lifts every day. What if your building lift stops at a floor which doesn't exist? Hang on for the chilling story of Adam. It was just another Monday. Adam woke up and got ready for office. Adam's mornings were a ritual of precision. Each day, the same dark suit, the same briefcase, the same hurried walk to the towering office building. His destination, the 15th floor, a realm of glass and ambition. The lift, a polished steel box, awaited him. It was early, the lobby still quiet, and Adam found himself alone within its confines. A familiar sense of solitude settled over him as the doors hissed shut. He reached out, his finger finding the cool, smooth button marked 15. A soft click, a faint hum, and the digital display above the doors flickered to life. It showed G for ground, then began its ascent. The numbers climbed steadily. 1, 2, 3. Adam watched them, his mind already drifting to the day's first meeting. The hum of the machinery was a constant, reassuring drone, a promise of upward momentum. Then, an anomaly. The display, instead of continuing its climb, paused. It didn't show 14, or even 10. It glowed with a stark, unsettling 13. The lift shuddered, a subtle tremor, and then stopped. A profound silence descended, heavier than the air itself. The gentle hum ceased. Adam frowned, a prickle of unease beginning to spread across his skin. This was wrong. He knew this building intimately. He had worked here for years, navigated its every level. There was no 13th floor. It was a common superstition, a skipped number in the architectural design, jumping directly from 12 to 14. Yet, the indicator insisted. 13. The doors remained closed, a solid, unyielding barrier. Adam pressed the door open button, then 15 again, but nothing happened. The lift was utterly still, a metallic tomb. A cold dread began to coil in his stomach. This wasn't a malfunction, it felt deliberate. The air grew heavy, thick with an unspoken presence, a chill that seeped into his bones. Curiosity, a dangerous companion, began to outweigh his fear. What lay beyond these doors? What impossible space had the lift delivered him to? He had to know. He pressed the door open button one last time, holding it down. With a slow, agonizing groan, the doors began to part. A sliver of darkness appeared, then widened, revealing a corridor unlike any he had ever seen. It was not the sterile, brightly lit hallway of his office building. This was a place of shadows and decay, a realm that seemed to breathe with a forgotten ancient breath. Adam hesitated, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs. The air that seeped from the opening was cold, carrying a faint, metallic scent. It was the smell of rust and something else, something indefinable and deeply unsettling. He took a tentative step forward, his polished shoe meeting a grimy, uneven floor. The moment his weight shifted fully onto the corridor, a chilling whisper filled the space behind him. It was the sound of air rushing, of metal groaning. He spun around, his eyes wide with terror. The lift, the very steel box that had brought him to this impossible place, was gone. It had vanished, leaving behind only a solid, unbroken wall of crumbling stone. Panic seized him, a cold, suffocating hand around his throat. He was trapped. The corridor stretched endlessly before him, a tunnel of despair. The walls were not painted plaster but rough, damp stone, slick with an unseen moisture. Flickering, sickly yellow light emanated from unseen sources, casting long, dancing shadows that seemed to writhe and twist. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth, of decay, and something else, something acrid and burning. He could hear it now, a faint, distant sound. It was a low, mournful moan, carried on a chilling draft. The floor beneath his feet was uneven, littered with unseen debris that crunched with every terrified step he took. The corridor twisted, leading him deeper into the oppressive gloom. The moaning grew louder, joined by a chorus of whispers, indistinct and chilling. They seemed to emanate from the very stones, from the suffocating air itself. Then, a voice clear and cold cut through the cacophony. It was a voice he knew, a voice that had haunted his nightmares for a year. "You thought you could escape, Adam?" His blood ran cold. He stumbled backward, his mind reeling. The voice belonged to the man he had hit with his car, the man who had died instantly, the man whose face had been etched into Adam's memory. "This is my floor, Adam." The voice continued, closer now, seeming to echo from all directions. "The one they skipped, the one where I waited." The air grew colder, the shadows deeper, coalescing into indistinct shapes that pressed in on him. "You took my life. Now, I take your freedom." The whispers intensified, forming a chilling symphony of accusation and despair. Adam tried to run, but his legs felt heavy, rooted to the decaying floor. He screamed, a raw, desperate sound that was swallowed by the oppressive darkness. The moans and whispers enveloped him, pulling him down into the cold, damp earth. Adam never returned to his office, to his life. His office cabin at 15th Floor remained empty that day, and the days that followed. No one ever found a trace of him. Some say the lift in that building occasionally stops at an impossible floor, a phantom 13th. They say if you step out, you might hear the faint, mournful echo of a man's scream, forever trapped in a realm of vengeance. It is a chilling reminder that some debts are paid not with money or remorse, but with an eternity of terror. And some doors, once opened, can never be closed again.